Building magic decks with UDDO.
Alright, this is Red Green Tron. We have 4 chromatic spheres. These are used to dig deeper into the deck and get the colors of mana I need, since most of my stuff in this deck is going to be colorless. And we got 4 chromatic stars, which is basically the same card. Same uses. 4 expedition maps. These are going to be used to search up our Tron lands, Urza's Tower, Urza's Mine, and Urza's Power Plant. And also our 2 Ayavujin and Academy Ruins if we need them for certain different things. And we have Grove of the Burn Willows if we need to search up a colored land. We have 2 Mindslayers to put them in Mindslaver lock with Academy Ruins. It's horrible, but it can be done. We have 1 Oblivion Stone to get rid of like Planeswalkers and board wipe them if we have to, because we don't really have a lot of aggro in this deck. We have 4 Prophetic Prisms. These draw you a card. They come down and they help fix your mana. I mean, they're not that bad. For sorceries, we have 4 Ancient Stirrings. And what these things do in here is they look at the top 5 cards of your library and reveal a colorless card. So you can dig to get a bomb, or you can dig to get a land if you need it, like one of the Urza lands. Or you could dig to get and sometimes you miss and you can have to take something less powerful, like a Mind Slayer or a Chromatic Sphere to dig more, or an Expedition map. Next card up is Explore. It's a sorcery for a colorless and a green, and play an additional land this turn and draw a card. This is really good. Play this on turn 2. Uh, play your third Tron land. You have 3 Tron lands going on turn 4. You play another land. You could have 10 mana on turn 4. Yeah, you could play you could play a lot of shit. You could play Kozilek Butcher of Truth on turn 4. That's pretty devastating. Next we have Pyroclasm. 2 damage to each creature. It's gonna clear aggro decks, slow them down, white weenies, anything that gets in the way. Just burn them. Next we got Sylvan Scrying. This is a sorcery that lets you search your library for a land card and then reveal it and put it onto your hand, then shuffle your library. Just another way to help us find our Urza lands and Grove of the Burn Willows and our Academy Ruins and Ayavujin. Next we have 2 Karn Liberated. Turn 3 Karn in this deck is devastating. Just turn 3 Karn, exile their creature, planeswalker, permanent, or take a card out of their hand if they don't have anything yet. It's devastating. Next we're going to go to the lands. We got 1 Academy Ruins, which is to put target artifact cards in your graveyard and help your library. You can put them in a Mindslaver lock. You could do it with Oblivion Stone, and you can do it with some of the we have in the deck that are artifacts. Next we got Eye of the Ujin, which colorless Eldrazi spells that you cast cost 2 less to cast, which is really good when you're trying to get Emrakul out for 15. 2 mana doesn't seem like a lot in this deck, but it helps you turn faster, and it lets you search your library for colorless creature cards, which is amazing. Grove of the Burn Willows let us get our red and green mana, but it lets them get a life, which isn't that bad, because it doesn't come into play tapped, and it can add colorless, which is useful. Urza's Mine, it produces 1 regular, but if we have Urza's Mine, Power Plant, and Tower, it produces 2. Urza's Power Plant is the same as the Mine, produces 1, but produces 2 if all 3 were out. And Tower is like the big daddy. It produces 1 if it's just it, but if you have all 3 of them out, it produces 3 mana. And creatures, we got 1 duplicate. It doesn't look interesting, but you could duplicate and come into play and take their creature and it gets exiled, and then you have a copy of it, which isn't bad. I mean, a clone effect, colorless mana, and it exiles their creature. It's like a kill spell. It's not bad. They got Emrakul, which is a wow. You drop him, he can't be countered. You take an extra turn after this. He has flying, protection from colored spells, and Annihilator 6. Annihilator 6 makes them have to sack 6 permanents when you declare you're attacking with him. So if they don't have any more than 6, they have to sack all their permanents. And even better, when he's put into a graveyard, if they find a way to kill him, or if they mill him, or if they take him out of your hand, it just gets shuffled back into your deck. Kozilek Butcher of Truth, it's not the same as Emrakul, but it's almost as powerful. He can be countered and stuff and kill spelled, but he comes into play, you draw 4 cards. He has Annihilator 4, almost like 6, but just 4 permanents. When he's put into a graveyard, you can shuffle him back into its owner's library, which is really cool. That's what I like about him. Next, we got two Worm Coil Engines. These will help you against aggro decks, and you can drop them against almost any deck and get there, unless it's a combo. But 6/6 Death Touch Lifelink. When it dies, you get 2 tokens. You can't beat it. And I can Academy Ruins the Worm Coil Engine back on top of my deck to play it again, which is just mean. And that's my red-green Tron deck. If you like it, like this, comment, ask me questions. This is my modern deck. If you got anything I can improve it with, tell me. I'm interested.